Hi, everyone. I'm Commissioner Ken Hodder, National Commander for the Salvation Army, and I'm here today with one of the Salvation Army's Christmas ambassadors, Candace Cameron Bure. Candace, it's great to have you with us here today.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Candace, we all know how much need there is this year, and you are well aware of the fact that the Salvation Army is doing everything it can to meet an extraordinary, overwhelming amount of human need at the Christmas season. So it's important for people to know a little bit about why you've decided to be a Salvation Army Christmas ambassador. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, I've known the Salvation Army. It's been a part of my life since I was a little girl. Every time my parents were like, let's gather things up and we're going to take things to the Salvation Army, or we're going to donate, whether it was the red kettles or my parents would write a check and send it in the mail. The Salvation Army was always an organization that was very prominent in our family to give to, because we knew of all the good work that they do. Although I have to tell you, I didn't realize now as an adult and as I partnered with Salvation Army, the scope of everything that the Salvation Army does. I knew how great it was, but my eyes were opened as I've been able to go to different places over the last few years, like the Bell Shelter Center in Los Angeles, and some of the daycare centers and the art centers with music and for kids. But the Salvation Army does so much more than just food and shelter, which is so needed and unbelievable. But the amount that you do spiritually, emotionally, and then giving everyone the tools that they need to actually get back on their feet is quite eye-opening. And it just has made me even more proud to be a part of the Salvation Army and shed light to other people who may not have known as much as I did, even though I knew the Salvation Army very well as far as the red kettle and, you know, that your great emblem. It's like incredible.
Oh, it's wonderful to hear you say that. You know, your experience is very similar to that of many people. They know the Salvation Army. They love the Salvation Army. They have a family history with the Salvation Army. But until you start to learn about the different services of the Salvation Army, you really never have a sense of the full scope of what the Army does, working all year round on all sorts of problems. What has really been the most impactful experience that you think you've ever had with the Salvation Army?
Well, what's been most impactful is visiting some of the different places over the years to understand what you all do. But I love, and again, I'm a mom. I have 3 children, so I have visited several centers that tend to the needs of kids. Yes. And I loved that. I mean, here in Los Angeles, there's one place and they had a huge basketball court that the Lakers had spent redoing so all these kids could have after school programs and play sports. And there was such a wonderful music center. I've been to the culinary school here as well, but that impacted me, just interacting with all the kids. These are kids that my kids go to school with or did go to school with. You know, they're kids in the neighborhood, but you just don't realize that their life at home can look very different. And you don't always realize when you're looking at a child at school that they have needs, different needs than your own family. So to see the Salvation Army provide those needs is incredible because you all do it so well. And I know that's through the support of the people donating, but you guys, what you do is so wonderful. And I love that it's starting from the youngest generation possible and works all the way up. And especially with those that have families, that parents can get back on their feet, but you guys are also helping with the children. Yes. So that the parents can get back on their feet and then wholly provide for their family.
That's precisely right. The Salvation Army will work with people that are very, very young, all the way to those who are senior citizens. Whatever the need is, the Army is there to help. You mentioned that the Army can only do what it does because of the kindness of the American public. So bringing it back to Rescue Christmas, how are we going to help Americans this year? How can people help the Salvation Army to meet the needs that we're going to face?
Well, with so many of us at home this year, the most convenient way anybody can help is to go to rescuechristmas.org and make an online donation. You can also set up a reoccurring monthly donation, so you can help all year round, you know, not just at the holidays, which are so very needed. But as you said, that it never ends after the holidays, and the Salvation Army is always there to help long after disaster strikes or the holidays are over. But if you do see a red kettle when you're out and about, those are so iconic during the holiday season. You can always drop some money in there. And I would also go to Salvation Army's website, because you can see where Salvation Army is in your community and get involved hands-on. And I think that is the most impactful thing that you can do, and actually serve, you know, serve in person. It's a very humbling experience, but I guarantee, like, you get such a gift out of it while you're giving a gift to people in need.
Well, Candace, we cannot thank you enough for everything that you're doing for the Salvation Army this year. As one of our ambassadors, we couldn't do it without you. So on behalf of everyone at the Salvation Army, thank you so much. And thank you for helping us to get the word out that people around the country can help us rescue Christmas.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye.